We are back for another installment of working on Paige's Jeep. Need to do some more cleaning. Need to start prepping the motor to be able to bolt it on the cherry picker and get the sucker out. So without much delay, let's get to it. All right, Paige, hard at work cleaning up the Jeep. Ooh. Good Lord. Duh. I think I might have actually thrown up a little bit. Okay.
So many like disintegrated masks.
Let's get the
Look, disintegrated mask. Like the amount of those I found that have fallen apart.
Uh-huh. Well, I know you vacuumed up a dead hornet earlier. I saw it in here.
Well, I picked that one up.
Okay.
Well, there's a dead yellow jacket here.
Well, keyword dead. All right. We'll get this seat so you can clean under it.
Go this way. There's my best friend right now.
Yep. Ooh. Side marker. All right. Yep, dead battery. Let me go get a good battery.
Oh, that one. Oh my god, nice.
Ooh.
Ooh, silly.
Maybe it murdered someone.
Oh no. That one has wires and shit under it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice knife. Can I see it?
No?
Aw.
Until I've looked at it.
Oh, fair.
Make sure it's relatively safe.
Do you want a glove?
If the glove don't fit, you quit.
Oh?
Oh my gosh. All right. That is a legit switchblade knife.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to borrow it. So technically, it's illegal.
Oh. Switches are illegal?
That's the last I heard.
Huh. That explains why I was under the seat. That thing does not want to come out.
It's an Italian. Wow. All right, be careful with it.
Yay!
No, it's mine.
I know.
But you can look at it.
Well, if it's illegal, of course it's scary.
All right. It's sharp too, so be careful.
I'm not opening it. I just want to look on the outside.
Six and a half hours later.
There it goes. Finally. There we go. There's some coinage, but that's about all else to see. Maybe just vacuum up all that shit out of there.
I considered it.
This looks like nickels and dimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth saving any of that.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking just vacuum off.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Just don't vacuum up our seat bolts.
Where are they?
Just in the floor. Front and back, just like the other one. All right. Oh yeah.
Disgusting.
Yep. It's looking better though.
You would think when somebody gets rid of a car, they would take all the stuff out of it.
I guess they just took what they felt was important. Forgot about the rest. All right, let's see. Will you just press that brake pedal? You can just press it with your hand, hold it. Okay, that's fine. Go.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, this looks broken.
Silly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's all right. Rusty's got a replacement piece.
Yay!
We'll keep it all together for now.
Hey, I will be able to drive Rusty, basically.
Yeah, pretty close, honestly. Pretty darn close. Okay, that's going to go in the back. All right. Just one? I thought there was more than one.
Oh my god. I can already see.
Come on. It should go this way. Almost there. There it goes. There we go.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
So gross. Cool, mask back on.
Yeah. What is that? Oh, a big fuse. There's stuff down in there too. So, yep. This is what the carpet used to look like.
Ow! That's disgusting. I'm so glad. I pulled another ketchup packet out.
Oh.
This isn't really like McDonald's. That's so gross. Disgusting.
Alright, while Paige is doing some cleaning, I will start prepping this motor for removal. Need to pull all this stuff off in order to hook a chain on a bolt and hoist it out of here. Alright, we got this side mostly removed. I could still remove these brackets, but I think everything will clear. I'm going to lift up and we're going to chain it, I think, to these two bolts somehow. and then one in the back. So next step's going to be this, but time tells me I need to go start working on dinner. So we're going to call it quits for a day. All right, new day. I think I'm ready to get it inside. Weather's nice, but standing in direct sun's not as fun. And now that the garage is all nice and clean, let's get in there and work in there. Alright, out of curiosity, let's see if it turns over. Yeah. It feels like it's building cylinder compression. Interesting. I think it just discovered this is a rebuilt head. There is a paper serial number that hasn't fallen off and some kind of file. Hopefully that'll tell me what it is, but enough that I'm going to take the valve cover off and take a peek inside. Look how clean. Does it say NH3 99? I mean, that is a brand spanking new head. Now I'm looking at, like, is it ARB head bolts? Because holy crap, that'd be cool, but it's not. It does look like they may have gotten new ones. Oh, there's another 0630. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google some info on this. That's a little scary. Okay, I looked up this 0630 code, and this is a 96 to 99 head. So either they bought a remanufactured correct head, or they actually had this one sent off and redone. I am looking forward to getting this out so I can pull the head off and get a better look at it. Off camera, really should have shot it too. I went ahead and hand cranked this over, make sure that it did turn over, and then I just stuck my finger down all the spark plug holes until it built compression and kicked my finger out, and that worked for everything but cylinder 2. Cylinder 2 never built. I could feel it build pressure, but it never built up enough to kick my finger out. So there's something going on with that cylinder. Hopefully it's the piston and not the valve. And if that's a really good head, that'll end up in my storage for whenever I need it. So everything is done up here. I plan to run the chain from this corner to that corner when we lift it with the cherry picker out. Next thing I need to do is disconnect the rest of the exhaust, drain the transmission so that it doesn't dump a bunch of transmission fluid, and pull the drive shaft, disconnect any transmission wiring harnesses and cables and, you know, all that stuff to get that end ready. And that'll get this all ready for the new motor. And then I'll need to fire up the rear-ended Jeep and pull it around and do the same thing to it. Here's the exhaust. Alright. That's not the best weld. This, I'm assuming, is like an aftermarket cat. Maybe the cat got plugged or maybe it got stolen. I don't know. But this connection. And then there's another connection down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a space where there really should just be 2 or 1. So that's weird. But on the right side, it'll make taking the exhaust out easy. I think I can get it without having to take the crossmember out. So I don't know. Let's see if it falls on my head. All right, we made a mess. We disconnected everything. We've got drive shaft out. We got the transmission lines out. Exhaust is out. All those pieces. Muffler's just dangling. It's not in the way. Made a mess, cleaned up a mess. It's still dripping from something. Got the valve cover back on because I want to protect it since I found it's actually a rebuilt head. So, got everything disconnected here. I did leave the transmission wiring harness connected to it because you can disconnect it from the main harness here and it'll just come out with the transmission. And there, let me tell you, there's a handful of plugs that disconnect various sensors and things on the automatic transmission. But when it's old and grimy and dirty, then they get just chock full of dirt and grunge, and then you can no longer unhook it. At this point, it's ready to come out. I only need to drop the transmission crossmember and the whole thing. I only need to drop the transmission crossmember, undo the motor mounts, and the whole thing should shriek, pop right out of there. So it's going to wrap it up today. Next up, we'll be on the rear-ended Jeep. We'll get that pulled in and get that into the same condition as this one's in. And then hopefully it'll just be pop this guy out, pop that guy out, swap the motors over, shoehorn this thing back in, start plugging everything in, see if we can't get it to run. Till next time, thanks for watching.